Do you know why two people with the same job, same salary, and same hours end up in completely different financial situations? One retires rich, the other retires broke. Robert Kiyosaki's Rich Dad, Poor Dad reveals why. It's not about how much money you earn, it's about how you think about money. Today, I'll share the 5 most powerful lessons from this book that can change your financial life forever. Lesson 1. The rich don't work for money. Poor Dad always believed, work hard, get a safe job, earn a salary. Rich Dad taught the opposite. Don't just work for money, make money work for you. Think about it. A salaried employee earning 50,000 rupees spends 30 days working for that money. But an investor who bought shares in Infosys or HDFC years ago earns dividends every year without lifting a finger. That's the difference. The poor chase paychecks. The rich build income streams that keep flowing even while they sleep. Lesson 2. Financial education is real power. School might teach you algebra, history, or chemistry, but where did anyone teach you about taxes, debt, or investing? That's why so many degree holders end up struggling financially. Rich Dad said, the most valuable asset is your mind. If you train it well, it will create wealth. Today you can learn about stock markets, crypto, real estate, or business models online for free. The more financially educated you are, the more you'll spot opportunities others miss. Lesson 3. Assets versus liabilities. Here's the game changer. Assets put money into your pocket. Liabilities take money out. Your new iPhone bought on EMI? Liability. That gaming laptop you hardly use? Liability. But buying a camera and using it to start a freelance photography side hustle? Asset. Investing in mutual funds, rental property, or an online course that upgrades your skills? Asset. Poor Dad thought his home was his biggest asset. Rich Dad said, unless it gives you monthly income, it's a liability. The rich get richer because they spend their money on assets, while the poor spend money on things that only drain them. Lesson 4. The power of risks. Poor Dad believed in security. Don't take risks, just save. Rich Dad said, security keeps you small. Calculated risks make you grow. Think about entrepreneurs like Ritesh Agarwal, OYO, or Elon Musk. They didn't play safe. They took risks, failed, and still built billion-dollar companies. Yes, failure hurts, but every mistake carries a lesson that moves you closer to wealth. So instead of saying, I can't afford this, ask, how can I afford this? That single shift forces your brain to think bigger, find solutions, and create wealth where others only see limits. Lesson 5. Money mindset. The biggest gap between Rich Dad and Poor Dad wasn't money, it was mindset. Poor Dad said, money is the root of all evil. Rich Dad said, lack of money is the root of all evil. Poor Dad said, I can't do it. Rich Dad asked, how can I do it? And that's the magic. When you think poor, you avoid opportunities. When you think rich, you search for solutions. Imagine 2 students. One says, I can't start a business, I don't have money. Another says, I'll start a business on Instagram with 0 investment. Same situation, different mindset, different outcome. Bonus lesson, selling and communication. Rich Dad always said, if you can't sell, you can't succeed. And selling isn't just about products. Every time you give an interview, pitch an idea, or convince your parents, you're selling. Why do some people get promotions faster? Why do some YouTubers or influencers grow 10 times quicker? Because they know how to communicate value. If you master persuasion and communication, money will always follow you. So let's wrap this up. 1. Don't just work for money, build assets. 2. Get financially educated. 3. Know the difference between assets and liabilities. 4. Take calculated risks. 5. Build a rich mindset. 6. And never stop improving your communication. These lessons are simple, but they're life-changing if you apply them. The world is full of people chasing salaries. Be the one building income streams. Remember, the poor work for money. The rich make money work for them. If this helped you, smash that like button, share it with a friend, and subscribe for more life-changing money lessons.